What's up guys? You join me here at the Sepang International Circuit in Malaysia. We're in the third sector of qualifying, and this is the hot lap. This is the one that might move us up the table. Gotta say from the outset, not the best of tracks for me, and in this Force India it's been a bit of a struggle. So coming up, going wide round the last corner. DRS, let's see how high we can get. Up one position, P4, and that's where we end up. Lads, P4, qualifying on the second row of the grid next to Raikkonen in his Ferrari for the Malaysia Grand Prix. We see Sergio there in P11. Well, let's get on to the race.
Whether this will translate into race pace tomorrow, well, we'll just have to wait and see.
I apologise for not having the intro to the race. My recording device glitched out. But nonetheless, we're here. This is the race strategy. We're on option tyres. We got the medium and the hard compounds for this race. Our pit window is lap 5 or 6. Let's get underway for the Malaysia Grand Prix. Petronas. 5 lights, and away we go. Decent start. We've got Raikkonen. We're keeping up with Raikkonen here. Getting his slipstream. Switch onto the inside, but we brake way too early. We still stick it around the inside though. Keeping up with the Mercedes, getting near their gearbox. And we've avoided any first corner calamity. Keeping up with the Mercedes here. Try for a move down the inside, but we're just a bit too far back. I really wanted to try and get track position in this first lap because I knew if we didn't do anything with the Mercedes now, then we were never going to get to do anything in the race. So it was now or never in this first lap, and that's why you'll see me weaving all around the track, going wide, trying everything I possibly can to try and keep up or even get in front of these Mercedes, but unfortunately it is so difficult. And with my driving skills on this track in particular, and this corner in particular, I really dislike that corner for some reason. It just, I can never see the apex, I can never hit the apex. I always go too wide or too shallow. It just never works out for me. And we can already see the silver arrows darting off into the distance. And yeah, we're not going to catch them, are we? Not at all. Oh well. It is the Petronas Malaysia Grand Prix, so could you have it any other way for Mercedes? Anyway, lap 2 here, last corner, going a bit wide. Raikkonen has looked down the inside, but can't get the job done. There might have been a bit of a touch there, but still in P3 for us, which is good. Happy days. End of lap 3 here. Ferrari weaving in and out. It's Vettel this time. He's overtaken Raikkonen, and that is a scary sight. We know how good the Ferraris are. And here comes Vettel, he's down the inside. I try to move to the inside, but I'm a tad too late. He gets me around the inside, down the inside, bit of contact. And there's Raikkonen coming around the outside as well. 3 wide into this corner. And Raikkonen loses out. And then Seb goes a bit slowly around that corner. We take him down the inside. 3 wide into that first corner. Let's have another look at what exactly happened. There we go. Seb goes to the inside. I try to defend, but I'm too late to get there. Bit of contact with Vettel. That's my bad. I'll take full responsibility for that. Raikkonen sticks his nose down the inside. I take the racing line, and unfortunately he gets bunted off. And 2 wheels on the grass, I get around Vettel. It may have been a bit dirty from me, I might admit, but I did have my nose in front of the Ferrari of Kimi Raikkonen, so I did have the racing line, I will maintain. And Raikkonen probably should have yielded in that circumstance. You can see Ricciardo there just hanging back, waiting for an opportunity to overtake, and he gets an overtake on Raikkonen, as we can see from that footage. Back live, if you can say. Really struggling around this middle sector. Understeering massively. Lap 4 here. Vettel catching us. I go wide, lose the back end, and there goes Vettel into his slipstream we go. Ricciardo's having a look down the outside as well. Brakes somewhat late. Big lock up there. Bit of a touch with Vettel. We have a look around the outside of him and switch back onto the inside, but he goes very slowly through that corner, and we can't quite get the move done because there he is right beside us. He pushes us 2 wheels onto the grass. Round the outside I go, leave him space on the inside, but he doesn't take it, and we maintain P3. Let's have another look at that. Into his slipstream. Sort of. There's Ricciardo going around the outside. He wants to take me as well. We brake late, lock up. Bit of a touch there with Vettel. We try to switch back, as you can see, but his exit out of that corner is so slow that we touch the back of him and don't get any advantage coming out of that corner. He gently squeezes us off the track, but we maintain P3 in the end. Which is good for us. Right, end of lap 5. We come into the pits. For a set of prime tyres, the hard compound Pirelli tyres, which will last us for the rest of the race. Down to P10, P15 we go. The Toro Rosso coming in as well, a Sauber, the Sauber of Felipe Nasser has also come in. Actually, not many cars have actually come in this lap, so there's a chance we might be able to undercut a few people here. So this is the end of the out lap. Come onto the main straight. If you look at the mini map on the bottom left hand corner of the screen, see a lot of cars have gone into the pits. It's going to be interesting to see who we come out in front of. There's Vettel, he's just come out of the pits. Let's see if we can get him. Going very slowly. He is on cold tyres, but it's still very slow, I reckon. Don't know why that's the case, to be honest. Yeah, I had a look at the replay, had an aerial shot, that looked pretty cool, so I thought I'll chuck it in here. There's Ricciardo coming out, there's Vettel, and just look at this, look how slowly he goes round that first corner. Easy takings around the outside for us, and back up ahead of Vettel in his Ferrari. We're in P7 at the moment, but there are still some cars that are yet to pit, I believe, so hopefully we'll be undercutting them as well. Cutting forward a few laps now to lap 10. We've moved up to P3. The undercut has helped us maintain our position. Hamilton and Rosberg, they've disappeared into the future. We don't have any idea where they've gone. All we've got to worry about now is who's behind us. And who's behind us is a 4-time world champion. He's having a look around the outside. Yes, he is. We maintain the racing line. And he stays behind us for now. Really, really tough defensive driving having to occur here. And that doesn't help. God. middle sector is a killer with this car. Especially when he's making moves like that. Around the inside, maybe a bit of a touch there. He backs off. And we get DRS because we were just behind him in the detection zone. DRS doing nothing but equalising the advantage that he has with his engine, pretty much. He's still right behind us, as you can see in the mirrors. Very, very uncomfortable sight seeing that Ferrari, that red Ferrari in the mirrors. Penultimate lap here, onto the main straight, lap 13, and he's gone nowhere. He's still right behind us, waiting for us to make a mistake. Mind you, I've made a heap of mistakes in every single lap, but we've managed to keep him behind us for now. There he goes around the outside. We keep it on the inside, take the racing line, and we've got a bit ahead of him for the time being. We've been dicing between standard and rich fuel modes for this last lap. We want to stay in front of them, but I don't want to run out of fuel. It's really line ball decisions here. Keep going wide, and here comes the dirty driving again. Close your eyes if you don't like it. Reminiscent of the first lap in Australia, but nothing but pure desperation to stay on the podium here. Last lap of the Malaysia Grand Prix. Can we keep the flying red Ferrari of Sebastian Vettel behind us? On rich fuel mode, plus 0.1 fuel. That's gone down to optimal, which means we could be out of fuel really soon if we don't do something about it. The tyres are worn, fuel's back to standard, the fuel light's flashing, and Seb's going to have to make a move on this last corner here. Let's see what he does. Goes around the outside. Conveniently, I lock up, and because he went down the outside, we managed to hold on for P3 for the Malaysia Grand Prix. Oh, what a race. Oh, Mercedes won too. That's new. But I'm pretty sure that wouldn't have been good for the sponsors if the Petronas Malaysia Grand Prix had been won by anybody other than the Petronas Mercedes AMG team. But third place, can't complain about that. Podium finish. Apologies for the entertainment value, I guess, because this race was more defensive than aggressive, as we saw in Australia. So not as many battles for position, but it was pretty difficult keeping the Ferrari behind us, and the defensive race was ultimately won by us, I think. So look at the positions. 1 DNF, Raikkonen's Ferrari. I thought maybe that was because we had touched him and he'd spun out, but we had a look at a replay, and it turns out he was just of his own accord, actually. Sergio comes in at 6th, getting a handy 8 points for Force India and himself, obviously. But we have a look at the replay here for Kimi, and he's just had an engine blow up in the middle sector. You can see the smoke coming out of the back of his Ferrari there. So that's why he DNF'd, but fortunately he was the only DNF. And fortunately for us, that has hindered Kimi's position in the driver's standings. We stay on top, but Lewis has closed in. He's only 5 points behind us now. We stayed on top of the constructors as well, but Mercedes are only 1 point behind, so they're closing in. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like that, leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you next time.